Good morning. It's Josiane Wright calendar here. It's been a while, and as you can tell by my new environment, we've moved and sort of into our permanent dwelling. Um, but the picture to my left, your right, is a bit of artwork by my niece, Daria McMeans. And I thought that was probably a nice little picture to put in here because she's an artist. She's been motivated many, many years to have her artwork hung. I've got it in my house. She's had it in galleries. But the whole point of this is it takes a while from the inception to the realization of what you have in your heart to do. And my journey, which is why I said I believe Tuskegee Strong is not just a banner, is that I just looked it up. I started in 2023 registering the new banner, Believe Tuskegee Strong, because the previous banner was Tuskegee Tales. And as much as I liked that banner, it had, I used it without trying to trademark it first, which was an error of mine. But the when I was talking with the trademark attorney for LegalZoom, he indicated that we needed to come up with a new banner. Pardon me. So as we've ferreted it out, and I give Benjamin, I can't remember his last name. It's probably better not to say it, credit for coming up with me for this new banner, Tuskegee's Believe Tuskegee Strong. And my graphic artist, Frank Espinoza, and I thought, okay, the believe part should be kind of like ephemeral, as you know, you're thinking of something. It's kind of written in the cloud type of lettering, and then Tuskegee Strong. This part, if I can get my hands in the right area, is riveted. It's strong. It's the plain uh, type of construction, meant to last and get through some really tough current winds and currents of winds. Well, that is sort of the background of how I came up with the idea, but the duration it took from 2023 up until this year to get the trademark confirmed and ratified by the trademark office. And my trademark attorney, Sylvia Mulholland, and I both had moved. We met each other in California. I think she was originally from maybe Canada or something, but we had kind of met in the crossroads of before both of us moved from California. And she was telling me that she says, "Why did you go with LegalZoom? You know, you worked with me for the Happy Little Garbage Truck, which was my very first book." And I said, "Well, I was kind of looking for a cost reduction, and they offered like this $99 package." And I would say $99 package of completing your trademark. And so they had already gotten my trademark for Matt Joe International completed. So I said, okay, this should be a piece of cake. Well, they kept getting turned down. And when I reconnected with Sylvia, she says, you should have called me. Yeah, I can get it through. So we started working like this last year. At least it was no more than 18 months. And she would keep me informed every step of the way. Well, too many products not represented in the market. Maybe just focus on the book. And I said, okay, let's just focus on the book. Deadlines were coming up. And each time a deadline comes up with the trademark office, you have to pretty much, if you don't meet it, you have to kind of start over again. So that delayed my trademark registration a couple of times with LegalZoom. Well, Sylvia is tenacious, and she told me, she says, we gotta, the deadline's coming up, but we're going to file a title and with less fewer representations in the marketplace. You don't have a lot of details to show that it's actually in the market and for sale, but we're going to take a detour and do it this way. So I'm not going to give her trade secrets away, but we stalled for time, and in the meantime, I went and did a bunch of Google ads with saying "Believe Tuskegee Strong" since like January. So I don't know what the timeline was for them to approve of it, but it got approved in about 2 weeks ago. And I did a real quick Yahoo! We have now a registered trademark for Believe Tuskegee Strong. So um, that's kind of like the long story, I don't know, of how it happened, but the longer story is that it did take almost 3 years, and friends of mine who had trademarks, ratified said, "You look, it shouldn't take you that long." I says, "I know, but it takes the right person." Was the takeaway. It takes the right person who's tenacious, pugnacious, who's willing to fight for you, and who has the expertise and experience to know how to do things, which is what you need to get things done. And I was reading a book about what the wealthy people do to promote their companies. And one part of the chapter, I'll tell you the book next time. But one part of the chapter says they don't do everything themselves. And I said, there we go, bingo. This is exactly what I was trying to do to save money, of course. So next time I'll give you a few more tips. And in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me. So take care. um, God bless you all, and we will pick up next time. And it won't take like 8 to 12 months for me to come back. We're kind of set in our new environment, and so it'll be sooner, probably next week. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe, please share, and keep working on it. Don't give up. All right. Bye bye.